Evening all, thanks for joining us. Welcome to the first race back after the Christmas break. We're here at China, round 5. Tonight on comms you've got myself, Claire Mull, and I'll be shortly joined by North Fandango. And first car out on track we've got is Nerf Pack. Let's just have a quick look at the tyres that everyone's got selected for this first run. So we've got Dylan, Teabag and Mechanical currently looking at the medium tyres. Cheers Colin. Just looking at the comments there saying it's all dry. Got Terry's tuning in. Evening mate. And Scotty as well. Scotty making his well, I almost said debut, but it's not a debut, it's a return to Tier 3 after a number of seasons in Tier 2. But Scotty is helping us out doing Tier 2 comms, so racing on a Sunday now. We're good to see how he gets on. And we've got Ossel here as well. Welcome guys, thanks for tuning in. First time racing China on this new game. It is a track that was taken out of the F1 2022 game, but was added with a post-release update. I got Webstappen tuning in as well. Welcome, mate. And we've got Nerf Pack now starting his first flying lap through that long first and second corner. Oh, I saw a yellow flag pop up. It looks like it's just a Haas moving out of the way of Mechanical. As with most tracks we tend to race, it's another one which is quite a technical track. You do need probably higher wings than you'd think with the long straights here. But sector 1 and 2. Especially you need the wings, and Nerf Pack's just ran out wide on the AstroTurf though, which has invalidated his lap. Who's just behind him? Is that Hound? Yeah, Hound's currently on a flying lap. He's not invalidated, so we'll stick on board with Hound. See a lot of yellow flags popping up. Looks like we've got an Alpha Romeo is spun turn 1-2. I think that's Scotty on his outlap. I did actually spin there myself on Friday night on an outlap as well, straight out of the pits. Moved out of the way to let someone past and cold tyres just spun. And what does Hound manage now? Cross the line. First flying lap of the new year is a 35.2. And Kane Lowry straight in with the 33.9 there. One of the Ferraris coming across now, that's Carl, 34.3. Got Chris on an outlap. Is Dylan on a flyer or is he just... Yeah, Dylan at 34.5 on the medium tyres. Evening, Dan.
Apologies, had a bit of an electrical lighting issue. So, I'm just trying to get my bearings.
Batman dude putting it P2 with a 34.3.
Fix me audio. Yeah, I've actually sent Saki an invite. He should be in the lobby, but he's not. Yeah, Jackie playing Modern Warfare. Anyway, I have no idea what's a good time around here, Clay. Obviously didn't race here Friday night.
Yeah, well, I think my personal best on Friday was a 33. I think it's a 33.3, which was my fastest lap that I managed. To be honest, put me P7, P8 in Q3.
Yeah.
But track evolution here was massive on Friday, so I'd probably expect to see the same sort of improvement here as well.
Yeah, definitely. It's interesting, actually. Obviously, I didn't race here, but I did do a small bit. Um, it's a fine balance between that straight line speed needed for the back straight and tricky sector two. Tough one to call. I saw some guys got absolutely hosed on the back straight in tier 1 and 2 by running a lot higher wings than others, but yeah, it's kind of a difficult trade-off.
Yeah, I touched on that just before you joined, saying if I'm honest, this is one track where I'd probably aim more at higher wings, just because that sector 1 and sector 2 can be so difficult.
Yeah, definitely.
It's the corners like the one Terrier's going right now. You know, you're just trying to get on the power, and if your rear's not settled, it can go quite easily. Noticed it through turn 1 and 2 as well, and is it turn 6? The long left-hander in sector 2?
I think turn 6 is the heavy braking zone. That's turn 7, I believe. Unless I'm wrong.
No, I think you're right. There's a kink in that back straight, which is the class of the corner.
Who's that?
Terriers 33.9.
I think Terriers needs to get his ass in a seat.
He did well in the final races as well, in the run up to Christmas, before the Christmas break.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he took his first race when actually Mexico, didn't he?
He did, with some brilliant overtakes. As also said, glad to be back at racing. He's missed it much.
Difficult track, like, quite slippery.
Yeah, it is, and I think the lads are lucky, to be honest. We've got all dry weather this session, so.
Okay, race is dry as well, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes it a bit easier, for sure.
Yeah, Friday tier 1 had mixed conditions. Tier 2 was dry all the way. But yeah, it definitely puts your mind at ease a little bit, because as you say, it's a tricky track in the dry, let alone when it starts to rain.
Yeah, definitely.
Nerf pack topping out at 209 on that back straight there, so I would assume he's running fairly low wings.
Yeah, it's kind of one of them, you know. If you do run them low wings, you need to be kind of qualifying up as high as you can, because that gap will be bridged. Certainly in sector 2 and in places in sector 1. Obviously, you have that bit of a straight in sector 1 as well, but yeah, sector 2 is nasty. That downforce is vital through sector 2, but it's a trade-off. It'd be interesting to see who goes what way, but Scotty making his second debut in tier 3 as well, after moving down to take over tier 2 comms for us, so big thanks to Scotty for that. So it'll be interesting to see how he gets on, setting a 34.8 on the mediums. Is it enough? I'm not sure. Looking at it, it probably is. Obviously, we do have a couple of guys to set a lap yet. Wab Stappen, notably, who has shown a turn of pace since coming back full time this season as well. So yeah, it makes for an interesting race. Dylan Teabag also on the mediums. Yeah, Carl, your championship leader, currently in P4 as well. Mechanical all the way down in P13. He's looking to kind of resurrect his title challenge again, I think.
Yeah, that's it. Obviously, notable movement. We've got Scotty in, and Kieran has moved. So there's one of your title challenges that's out of it now. So it is just, well, there's other people who could be involved. Obviously, Taylor Danny showed pace at numerous races so far this season. But you're looking at your main challengers now, probably Mechanical and Carl.
Yeah, like in terms of you know, quality positions and you know, the one lap pace, it is an extra driver out of that. But that also leaves the door open to the other guys that were knocking on it as well. So
yeah, sorry, Jampot as well. He's one who's always been involved in them battles at the front. And as you say, Wab showing a turn of pace. I know he is still getting used to no ABS, but it doesn't seem to be affecting his pace that much.
Yeah, fair play to him.
Oh, Gameful's just spun the start of Sector 3.
I think you could ask Jedi how no ABS is. Had an absolute torrid time Friday night. Really struggled with it. The difficult one, actually, I think, more than traction. I think, you know, at least the traction, you can, no traction, you can just be a bit slower. But ABS, if you lock up, there's nothing to do. You're just going straight, and that's the end of it.
That's exactly it. I don't think people realise how much they actually turn while they're braking until they turn ABS off.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
And that's when you realise. I did it once, just in a little practice session on my own, just to see how it felt. And yeah, I think I lasted maybe one sector and then turned it back on. Definitely wouldn't be going into a league race with that.
Yeah, but sure, look, at the end of the day, it's, you know, the assists are there for a reason. You know, you want to be competitive, but you want to enjoy it as well. I mean, if you look at the top 100, maybe, you know, roughly top 100 of every leaderboard on the TTs, there's nobody running ABS or traction, so that does say it's faster, but it is only faster if you can use it. If you can't use it, it's not faster. It's simple as that.
Exactly that. And, you know, while we are a league that pride ourselves on quality drivers and, you know, good racing, we're not esports level. We're not competing with these guys that are running no assists at all and, you know, setting blinding laps. We want people here to be comfortable running what they're comfortable running.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that 100%. I think you made a couple of switches as well, I think towards the end of last season maybe, but
yeah, definitely.
It goes from I can't race anymore to I'm enjoying this again, you know, so it's about enjoyment for me.
That is exactly it. I got to a point where probably season 2, Zosso's just invalidated onto the back straight. He has got a Mercedes behind him, a jam pot, so let's see if he gets out of the way.
Yeah, I was just trying to see who's there.
Yeah, season 2, season 3 was fairly competitive, and then when we moved to the new game, I decided to turn traction control off, and yeah, did nothing but struggle. I felt my pace was all right if I hooked it all up, but I just couldn't keep it consistent for a race. And as you said, jam pot 44 flat, puts himself P3.
Yeah, I was just on board with him there. That's not gainful down into P16, currently on the cusp. As I think we have Hound heading towards the finish line. Yeah, let's see what he can do as he improves.
I think that's an outlap. Yeah.
I was
looking at I thought the same thing when I was looking at it, going, well, he's well off the pace here. He's probably carrying that extra Christmas weight with him there in his car.
Yeah, I think Saki and Luckman are playing the long game, which is dangerous, especially on a track like this. You can lose. I go so far as to say seconds around this track if you mess it up.
Yeah, Steve over 2 tenths up through the first sector there, so that is doing what he needs to do. It's just if he can keep it consistent now through the rest of it. That Red Bull is looking very dirty on the side, so I'm not sure if he's been off track somewhere.
It's such a difficult track. So many of the corners, they either pull you towards the exit or the entrance curbs, or it's. I think it's one of them. The more you force it, the harder it's going to be as he overshoots the apex there, coming towards the back straight. This corner arguably the most difficult on the calendar as he's riding that curve, and that'll cost him a lot of time. And that's the thing, you get sucked out onto them curves on the left-hand side so easy.
Yeah, definitely. He was almost half a second under as well at sector 2. It did flash up as a purple sector 2 that he set, so let's see. He should still improve on his time, but as you say, will have lost maybe a tenth or 2 down that back straight there because of that.
Yeah. Let's see, can he hook it up? And he needs it really. Oh no, he's coming back in.
Oh, he must have lost too much time.
And I don't think he has enough time to get back out again and around.
Yeah, Nerf pack spun as well. I think he just started a lap. Got Gameful on another run. Now, Gameful is in the drop zone at the moment, but he has got a time on the board.
And sector 2. 6 tenths up.
Yeah, purple sector 2. This is where he spun last lap round. Let's see if he keeps it clean this time. He does, stares away from that curb.
so difficult with no traction here, I'd imagine. It's tougher medium. That back end just kicking out all the time. I think this is a track. That was more designed towards the older, slower cars, maybe from the mid to late noughties, as opposed to the pace that they're running at now. Especially, it's quite an undulated track as well. The track is rough enough in places.
Yeah, just noticed there, Gameful reached 2:01. As he does a 34.7, puts himself into P10, so he is safe. He has just not Mechanical out, who's on an outlap at the moment. Nerfpack was hitting 2:09 down the back straight, Gameful only hitting 2:01. So big difference in wings there.
Yeah, and Gameful would traditionally be a lower runner, so either he's kind of doing what he's normally doing, and Nerfpack has just gone mental, or who knows.
Maybe Gameful's taking it a bit safer. He's probably a name as well that we thought maybe he'd be up there battling this season, but he's been caught up in a lot of unfortunate events as Nerfpack spun again.
That's Scotty with a purple sector too, and he's 5/10 up in his time. Oh yeah, that's absolutely beautiful through that turn. I believe it's turn 13. That was sweet from Scotty, very well controlled on the feathering the throttle all the way through that. Looking to get a good run down into 14. And if he can nail this and hook up the last corner, I think he won't be too far off that top row, at the front row.
Yeah, it looks nice out of there, didn't get too deep.
Yeah, he'll definitely improve, it's just a case of how much. And he takes that nice as well, runs slightly onto the exit curve. That's a beautiful lap from Scotty, a 33.9. That's mental stuff at the top.
3 thousandths behind Kane Lowry.
I think that's a Williams. Yeah, so Basso going across now. He could do with improving, I think. And he's not, he's on an outlap. He's caught me again.
I thought I'd leave you to it, I didn't want to say.
Luckman crosses the line, and that's Luckman up into P9, which drops Chris down into the drop zone now.
And that is it, that is the final run. So Hound currently 14th, Nerfpack 15th and won't be improving. We've got Mechanical on a lap. I didn't see his time, but it said he was purple sector 1. Nerfpack not improving and taking the checkered flag. Also a quarter of a second under at sector 1. Chris just slightly over at sector 1. Mechanical a second under at sector 2. Purple sector 2. We've got Saki coming up to the line.
Oh, unfortunate for Saki there. And that is a McLaren getting an absolute almighty toe down the back straight. I believe that's Colin.
Colin on Scotty, yeah. I think Scotty... Yeah.
Scotty playing fucking games there, I'd say.
Yeah.
Don't be giving a
cross team games.
Yeah.
Yeah, 33.7. I wonder how much time he was given there down the straight. And Chris, what does Chris manage? A 34.996. He's jumped above Hound. He's knocked him out.
That's knocked out Hound.
And Osso improving as well. Osso up to P9.
Yeah, Luckman's on a lap as well.
No, he's took the checkered flag. There's only Scott.
Okay.
Scott is just being wheeled into the pits. That's all we're waiting on. So at the end of the Q1 session, we're losing Saki, Nerfpack and Hound, with Chris just making it through at the end.
We got the legend himself in the stream. Blake.
Black. I know you're not in the league, so you've not seen, but you have given us some laughter over the past 2-week break.
Yeah, if you do race F1, just join. You don't even need a trial. Not with a name like that. Not with the laughter it's given.
But yeah, Colin there taking advantage of that slipstream, putting it up to P1. Terry has just the one run at it. His first run, good enough to see him P2. Very closely followed with Kane Lowry and Scotty there. Jampot not far behind them at all. Then just a 3/10 gap down to P6, and the rest of the guys very close. But yeah, losing Saki, Nerfpack, and Hound there. I think the two medium runners there would have been what do they call it? Twitchy bum time at the end.
Yeah, definitely. But they just about did enough, took the risk and got away with it. Yeah, it is one of them tracks, Clay, where that second set of mediums could come in handy. I don't think the hards are a great tire around here.
Yeah, I actually used a second set of mediums myself on Friday, which wasn't the plan. This looks very dark and cloudy now.
Yeah, it does. I'm expecting a good improvement from Carroll here. He's 6/10 off the pace, which isn't like him.
Big shout out there, Captain Hindsight, subscribing. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
We appreciate
sweet.
it.
Scotty, squeaky bum time. Scotty, I'm saying it straight now. If you give Mechanical a toe again, you're back to tier 2. and I'll drop down to tier 3 quite happily. We know blues are rattling, but oh, I'm blue. Yeah, I agree, Clay. And a lot of guys coming up pretty quick. Yeah, I don't think we'll see rain imminently anyway, but it's definitely got darker. Track temps will be a bit lower with Evolution. We might see similar times to Q1. There's a lot of guys on outlaps now, actually.
Yeah, seeing everyone getting out so quick makes you think that there might be a bit of water in the air, but like I said, the lads have said it's all dry. But yeah, Teabag, first one out there. He qualified well in Tier 1 on Friday's race where he reserved there. Then I believe he had a couple of crazy moments. But yeah, as you were saying before, this track, quite a slippy track, quite a low grip track, so surely dropping track temps is not what you want.
No, definitely not. Chris got out in the mediums as well. Judging where he finished on the softs, I don't think that's going to do much good for him. Might be wrong. Maybe he could have had a couple of tough runs, maybe, or something like that. But I'd be surprised if he has enough in them mediums. Teabag is the first one to start the flyer. Yeah,
Chris might just be going for the one run, maybe his first run. Sort of a banker lap on a set of mediums instead. Just as Captain Hindsight said, paying his dues. You guys deserve it for the effort you put in. In all honesty, Dan's the one who puts all the effort in. We just tag along. We piggyback. But no, massively appreciated. You'll get respect from all admins and all drivers here. As we've said before, we put a platform for you guys to race. So you're all involved as well. You all make it what it is.
Yeah, 100%. No, that said, I'm going to start a GoFundMe actually next week. Yeah, we've a lot of solid drivers here. I've had 2 or 3 requests over the last couple of weeks for some sort of a donation platform. Guys wanted to contribute to the cost of running the league and things like that, and maybe if we're in a position to give out a bit of prize money, things like that. So yeah, I think that's something that we might look into in the next couple of weeks. Obviously, we're not a paid league here. We never will be.
No.
So, donations probably welcome. Mandatory, definitely not. I never will be.
No, I'd never be asked for either. It's not something we do. We started streaming on Twitch just to see how the impact was on views, and it allowed us to put 2 streams on simultaneously. Obviously, Tier 1 and Tier 2 both running on a Friday night, so one takes to YouTube, one takes to Twitch. But yeah, that's not a bad lap, that, from Teabag for his first run.
Yeah, I was just going to say, look at the Collins thing there. It's either a cracking lap from Teabag or a slow one from Colin. It is a decent lap, Chris. Yeah, 37.6. That's definitely not going to do it anyway. As I believe Carl is heading towards the line. No, he's not. Got it wrong again.
That's Terriers.
Since I've been on Collins.
I think Carl's on and out lap.
think Captain Hindsight just hit the nail on the head. Start charging for penalty points.
Oh God! As soon as you read that out, then the first thought that went through my head was this time next year, Rodney.
€80 a super license point lost. It's reasonable.
Start making people bid on the seats. Sounds familiar, that. Matey boy sitting just behind Teabag there, his teammate, half a tenth off. Not a bad first run there from Matey. As back, P9, 34.697.
Yeah, as you know, you mentioned streams. We got 19 on the stream again tonight. Oh, it was a great show for Tier 3, so big thanks to everyone for tuning in. Once again, especially Blake.
He's actually just said Cameron Poulter would need to set a direct debit and a payment plan.
Yeah, a direct debit would definitely be more sustainable. My question is, how does he know that?
he must be part of the league and winding us up, surely.
Has to be. Come on, show yourself. Oh, classic. Or else it's been fed information. Not sure.
Oh, it's caught me, that.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. That's good. That's a second bit of a laugh he got out of me. Colin again feeling the need to Cameron Porter, you bastard.
It's just come up as stars for me, that. I can't actually see it.
Oh, I mean...
Oh, there you go. No, it's there.
What are you expecting? 12 super license points for quitting in the pits. Come on, man.
Legit just joined and heard my name instantly. Perfect timing. What is it? Speak of the devil and he shall appear. Chris is on a faster lap this time round on these mediums. Still not blistering pace, but definitely quicker than the first lap he did.
Yeah, I think unless he's up by 3 seconds, he's going to want to probably come back in and get a run on the softs. Maybe. Unless he's going to go for it and see what he can come up with. And he is going for it. Let's see what he can do. He's not going to be a million miles off it. As he doesn't improve.
He does. He improves by 3/4 of a second. It's not enough against the soft runners.
Yeah.
Got Gameful currently in the drop zone. Scotty's on an outlap at the moment. He's in the drop zone as well. Carl and Wab yet to set a time, both on outlaps. Carl's just coming across the line to start his lap now. As I've just noticed, Dylan's popped in the comments saying evening lads, and I've just looked up to see how he's doing and realised he's up P1, 33.5.
Yeah, I'm just reading that comment back again about the direct debit and the payment plan. That's that's comedy gold, that is.
Yeah,
super tight from Dylan, yeah.
The worst thing is that as soon as I saw the comment about a payment plan, my work kicked in and I was like, oh, we can't accept a payment plan, it's payment in full only. For those who don't know, I work for an enforcement company, so we do a lot of collecting money.
Which is in no way affiliated with CDR.
Absolutely not. I just have a big CDR sticker outside of van.
Yeah, we trust the people in their homes, not outside. You dirty bastard.
Oh, here we go.
Calm it down.
Oh, you're one of those guys, can't pay and clear, takes it away.
Oh, yeah, something like that, yeah.
Well,
there's a knock at the door and you open it and Clay's there and it's like, how much?
I don't charge that much.
Right, head in the game.
Carl's first run, 34.2, puts in P7. Nice comfortable lap there from Carl. Nothing too crazy, but that is his first run. Will he lose a second run? He should have enough time to get that round, get back in.
Yeah, Webb just about to cross the line as well. Doesn't look the quickest in the world. It's a 35.1. That won't be good enough for Webb. At the minute, anyway, at least.
Yeah, definitely won't have enough battery there either as well to go for a second run at it. Scotty. Is Scotty on a flying lap yet? It said he was almost 8 tenths under.
Yeah, he's going to be looking to break into the 33s here and challenge that the guys at the top end here. Let's see what he can do as he heads towards the line, and that is a 33.6, up 1.3 seconds, and that is currently P2. So yeah, Scotty's showing that he's been sandbagged in Tier 2 for the last 4 years. Or 4 seasons, sorry. Fair play, Scotty. The perfect example of perseverance. It always pays off.
Digging his heels in. Making sure he weren't releasing them sandbags.
But I think Scotty's one of them. He's always had pace. He's just lacked that bit of consistency. But
yeah, definitely. I think he's had a bad couple of seasons, to be honest. Not involved in a lot of incidents himself per se, but always in and around the trouble where it's happening, and you know, getting caught up in it, losing a hell of a lot of time.
Yeah, as Gateful comes towards the line now, as he's not. That's the 3rd time I've been caught. I should really just look at the 3-minute 40 first before I go commenting.
We'll stick on board with Gameful. I don't think anyone else is on a hot lap at the moment. I expect Wab to come back in the pits. Scotty's just set his lap, so he's probably on his way into the pits. Is that Barkman? He's back on a lap? He is back, sorry. Bark's going to be the first across the line. He is almost 6 tenths under at Sector 2.
Yeah,
so
that will be a good jump.
Another one. Yeah, another one close to breaking into the 33s if he can keep it clean through Sector 3 now.
You know what, I think Bark runs slightly deep there. Bark is kind of like another Gainful. Very unfortunate with incidents this season so far. I think a lot of points, no fault of his own, kind of taken away from him. That's a crack. That's a good lap from Bark when they were
34 flat, yeah.
Yeah, it's very tight around the cut-off point here, I believe. Oh, he has a massive spin in turn 1. Good job that wasn't the previous lap.
Yeah, just on board with Gameful now. I didn't see Sector 2 split, but he is still pushing.
4 tenths under. Which won't be enough. He's going to have to come up with something here in Sector 3.
Yeah, fairly clean through that corner there. Let's see what he does through the final corner. Looks nice through there. Didn't take a lot of curb. Avoided the curb on the entrance. Ooh. Oh, 33.9 up to P5.
Yeah, he made up 7 tenths in Sector 3. That's mega. Wab Stappen just commenting. The track is horrid. He keeps slipping and knocking everywhere. Yeah, I agree. It looks awful.
Yeah. Carl back on an out lap now. At P10 he doesn't feel safe, but none of the guys behind him have gone back out.
Yeah.
Oh wait, Mechanical's just come out.
Yeah, they should have enough time as well. King Luck, and they all need to come out really, don't they?
Well, that's it. You're allowing yourself, what, 20 seconds?
Yeah, they want to be getting out pretty quick.
And that's it. If you've got a car coming through on a fast lap now and you need to move out of the way, you're not going to make it.
Yeah, Wab Staffen is out and he's not coming back out. Luckman isn't coming back out either, and they won't make it at this stage anyway. So we are going to lose Luckman and Wab Staffen. Unfortunately, not sure. Maybe they ran out of tyres, but even if you did, you're not really at a loss by going on your best set of scrubs, are you?
It's one of them. It's one of them. If you can hook up a perfect lap on a set of scrubs, you will still improve.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, we've got Carl starting now what will be his final run, as there's just a minute left in this Q2 session. Carl currently on that drop zone. Did you not look at the time before you spoke?
Jesus Christ. Terriers is on a lap. Yeah, let's see, can he improve? He was up there as well, I think. and he will improve. That's a, my God. Where, you know what? Terriers
Teabag.
reserved
Oh
here.
my God. 33 flat.
Oh wow. That was a cracking lap. Really good lap. Also with a 7 and a 49. Didn't get caught that time.
That was a genuine lap by Osso. As Cal's
Yeah.
almost 3/10 under there at sector 2.
I was just saying, Clay, like when Terriers came in here and he was reserving, with respect, he was slow. I mean, really slow. And he kind of didn't reserve for a long time, and I harassed him into reserving again. And he's been doing extremely well since he started getting back into it.
Yeah, definitely has. Definitely has. He's not looked out of place with, you know, the race leaders. Well, you know, whenever he has reserved, he's not looked out of place.
Yeah, absolutely. Carl heading around the last corner probably does need to improve, and I think he will. It's just a case of by how much. He does improve by 4/10.
It's got Colin almost 3/4 of a second under, also a 1/4 of a second under.
Chris is 4/10 up as well.
Oh, he's
he
invalidated.
Just invalidates. Oh. Ooh, so is riding them curves quite severely there. I think Matey is in trouble here, possibly.
Yeah, well, Mechanical's next across the line, just coming through the final corner now. What does he manage? He does look quick. He is improving. 33.7 puts him up to P6. Drops Matey Boy out
as well.
Yeah, also could knock Bartmandu out here. Will it be enough? He's 8/10 behind Bartmandu's time at the moment.
If he hooks up sector 3 as he heads towards the last corner, this definitely looks like a good improvement.
Oh, it's not.
Oh man, what is it? 1/4 2 thousands? Oh, 1/4
22 thousandths. Yeah, 26 thousandths of a second.
I tell you what, between Bark Matey and Osso, that's heartbreak.
That is unbelievably close.
Back there, that's the second one.
Yeah, Teabag setting a blistering lap. Okay, Lowry jumping up there as well, within a 1/10 of Teabag's time. So brilliant lap times there from them two. Bark just scraping through after retiring early. But yeah, from that session we have lost Chris, Wabstappen, King Luckman, Osso and Matey Boy. Very close for Osso and Matey Boy there. As we come into the all-important Q3 session now, weather looks a lot better, does look a lot brighter. So definitely no rain now. Who's going to be the first to jump? Who's saved tyres for this session? We've got a McLaren coming out there. It looks like a Mercedes is getting ready to come out as well. And Alfa Romeo just swiping out in front of Mechanical. That is Terriers. Mechanical making his way back through up the inside there. People fighting for track position when there's probably better places to do it. So first on the flying lap, apologies, is Mechanical now. He's made his way to the front of the queue. Just coming up to the back straight. Around the final corner to start his first runs. Carl's just come out of the pits. Stingray says also is going for driver of the day, as he usually does. Gameful's game crash. Let me send him an invite.
That's clear there, I'm not sure.
Yep.
Yeah, he is. I was just thinking
I'll just sending Gameful an invite.
Oh yeah. Carl seems to be struggling for pace here big time. Is this Mechanical's opportunity to close that gap? It's around 30 points at the moment.
Yeah, he could be, but if I'm honest, Mechanical's not really looked that comfortable here either.
Yeah, that's the thing, and depends on strategies as well. I don't know about tier 2. I was watching tier 1, and the Harbin was once again getting screwed over by that safety car.
Yeah, I think pretty much just based on probabilities, your medium hards, your best shot at any sort of race winning strategy. But I think here now today, looking at the quali times, two people will be looking. Well, obviously Terry is included as well, reserving here. But I think Kane Lowry and I think Dylan might be looking to. Teabag as well. Sorry, he set a blistering time in one of the sessions. They might be looking to pick up some points here on the leaders.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think, Dylan is he's quick. He is quick. And to be fair to him, where it's due, he has become a lot more consistent than he was, and he's not really, nothing we're talking about in terms of incidents either. So he has definitely improved from that aspect. If he just get his consistency going again, he wouldn't be a million miles away. Carl is heading towards the line. What can Carl do? Yeah, struggling again. The 34-1. He's not a million miles away from it. If he can, I think he's sure he has another couple of tenths in that, especially with track evolution. But yeah, Harriers will be next to Ross. Oh no, he's not. He's on the way back in.
I'm on board with Teabag at the moment.
Yeah.
He did drive past a ghosted Red Bull, which was Bartmandu. Not sure if he'd had a spin or he was just moving out of the way, but he was stationary at the side of the road. Teabag manages 34.3, so only P7 at the moment for Teabag. As we've got Scotty on a flying lap now.
Yeah, but you know the way it is, Clay. Tier 3 doing tier 3 things. The last run would be stupid. Yeah, it is one of them tracks that can throw up a strange winner or a sequence of events that guys where you wouldn't normally expect them. Oh, Scotty losing a good bit of time there, I think, just about catching the rear. Definitely losing time, but
he had to get out of the throttle there.
Did well to hold it, actually.
Yeah, just looking at the comments, there's a message that came in there from Terriers, I think just as you disappeared, saying, going back on what you guys said, I respect it and thank you. When I first joined the league, I'd just come back from crushing and breaking 4 bones in and around my wrist. I owe it to you guys for helping me improve. So not only are we good motivational speakers, keep you entertained on a weekend, we're also healers now as well.
Yeah, come on, excuses. I'm only one hand. Yeah, we love. Do you know what? We love see things like that. There tends to be tier 3. You know, again, with respect, we've had 5, 6, 7 slow drivers come into this tier. One of them is now in tier 1. So,
well,
that's the way it goes.
Think back to early days here in tier 3. We had Sociopath Racing here, the only man to win tier 3, 2, and 1.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, a lot of guys started here. Paranoid is tier 3 as well.
Yeah.
Challenging, he's running, he's top tier 2. Obviously, Andy Boy going close with Blue last season, he's tier 1 now as well.
J-Doy with them as well.
Kieran's a bit of a journeyman. He's in tier 1. But yeah, there's just guys from everywhere, like, really, you know. It's good to see, though. It's good to see the improvement.
Yeah, it's something we always mention every season when we do the driver draws and we sort the grids out.
This looks nice from Jam Pot, and it is.
Oh, beautiful time. Each of the tiers are so competitive and so close.
Yeah, they're, you know, I want to say across all the tiers, and any given day there's a race winning everyone. But you know, being realistic, there's definitely 10 or 11 drivers that can win consistently. Tier 1 has become a bit more competitive again. Obviously, the grids. Oh, he just holds it, but he's going to be out, or not out. He's going to start P10 because he's not going to have time unless he has enough fuel to get another run in. He won't get into the pits and back out.
No, definitely not. He's lucky not to smash his car up there, to be honest, with that spin.
Yeah, I think that's just probably just being a bit too pushy on the car. Obviously, disconnecting and coming back in, he's lost a lot of time. And the car's now starting to come on track for their final runs as well.
Yeah, just on board with Scott. He's just coming up to the line to start his flying lap. Yeah,
and it was probably a good call for him as well to come in. He didn't think that with that losing the rear there, turn 13, obviously thinking he wasn't going to be getting anywhere near enough. So yeah, let's see what he can do.
Yeah, he probably saved a set of tyres earlier on in the session, to be honest. So he 2 fresh runs at this. Obviously spinning on his first run. Decided to just come in for a fresh set for his second run. We've got Carl about to start his second run as well.
Yeah, I think you'll see a good lap here from Carl. He tends to perform under pressure. Obviously, Mechanical saying that he was on a set of scrubs as well for his first lap, I believe. Or was he? No, that was Q2. Yeah, still going to be tight at the top. Jam Pot looking sweet where he is as well, and he's not going to get back out again, so he won't get another chance to improve. But he has a decent lap in there. As is he coming back in? No, he has enough fuel to go for a lap. So
yeah, I wasn't sure if you saw it as well at the end of Q2. T-Bag set that 33 flat, and then Kane Lowry set 33-1, so it was very close between Kane Lowry and T-Bag that P1.
Scotty is now coming down the back straight. Difficult braking zone to judge. Looks to have taken that really nicely.
Yeah, it's one of them that sort of it pulls you in, like, you know, turn 3 at Austria.
This will be good. And it is
33-2.
Currently P1 net, provisional P1.
Who's the next on the lap? I think it's Carl. Yeah, Carl 4/10 under at sector 2, just coming up to the final corner now.
If he can hook up sector 3, it should be good improvement, and it is. Did tell you that lap was there. Currently putting himself on the front row.
Dylan just started his flying lap. Gainful will be the next across the line.
Yeah, one run from Gainful. Let's see what he can do. Doesn't want to push it too much. Not having that time on the board is always difficult to try and smash a final run.
Yeah, definitely. These tyres have done an extra lap as well.
Yeah,
Doesn't spin out the final corner though.
Looks nice. Unlucky from Gainful. 9. And that is T-Bag crossing the line, and he is a 133.6. Yeah, sweet. Terriers, is it? Yeah. See what he can do. I didn't catch his sector times.
Dylan is improving
looks quick.
as well.
This is Paul. Oh, it's not! How close is that?
Dylan almost quarter of a second under at sector 2. Kane Lowry just under a 10th under. Under a 10th under. Oh, I thought he was invalidating there on the final corner. He goes P3, 33.3.
Looks fast from Colin as well. 33.4, nearly. What can Dylan do? He's up 3/10 at the minute. That won't be Paul if he can hook up sector 3. Let's see what he can do. Don't want to validate on the exit. Oh, lovely. I'm not sure, he lost a bit of time there. Let's see what he can do. Oh, unfortunate for Dylan. He lost all. Yeah, he lost all that time in sector 3. He'd still be happy with that, though, Clay, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely. As I say, him and Kane Lowry were thereabouts in most of these quali sessions. Terriers as well. Scotty showing pace there when the pressure was on at the end.
Yeah, that's Scotty back to tier 3 with a bang.
Yeah, and as I said, Mechanical and Carl probably struggling a little more than you'd have thought. Is this the time for some other people to take some points from them? I don't know. Teabag, to be honest, after setting that blistering lap in Q2, just a bit off the pace there in Q3.
Yeah, for sure. I'm going to grab a beer.
Yeah, I'll be back shortly.
Buddy.
As we've got the lads out there now on the formation lap, we'll just do a quick tyre check. So top 8 opting to start on the mediums, Teabag starting on the hards, hoping to go long, Gameful, Matey on the mediums, Osso on the hards, Lookman, Wab and Nerf Pack on the mediums, and the rest of your back runners on the hards as well. So 5 people opting for the hard tyres. The field looks quite spread on this formation lap here. Scotty not hanging about, he wants to get to the grid, get his spot and get ready. Scotty's approaching the final corner now. The last of the runners is just coming round on to the back straight. Who's that? Well, Dylan's way back. Is that Gameful right at the back? Yeah, it is Gameful right at the back of the grid. As Scotty takes his spot, we'll have to just wait for the grid to form up now. There's a couple of people overshooting the boxes. Jam, Wab, Saki, Dylan.
Jesus. Stay away the bell.
There we go. 5 lights. And away we go. Scotty seemed to have a bit of wheel spin there. Dylan up to P3 already. Carl 4th as well. Oh, Dylan challenging going round the outside of Terriers at turn 2. Has he got the inside for turn 3? He has. Dylan's taken second. Terriers trying to fight back round the outside there.
Oh, Saki's off. Not sure. I think he just ran wide.
That's Saki and Wab, I think. Yeah.
I'm not sure if there was a collision there or not. It was hard to see.
Oh, sorry. I was just looking at the dots on the map where the yellow flag was.
Oh, Dylan's had a spin. Oh.
Not ideal. Not ideal. He needs to just keep his head now. Pull back in and just, you know, plug away these laps. Allow them tyres to cool off as well.
Yeah, big loss there for Dylan. P2 all the way down P15. As Chris gets a 5-second penalty, and there was a collision between North Pack, King Luckman and Hone, I believe it was. Kind of cars all over the place from all of them. It's hard to see, to be fair though. Scotty doing wheelies outside that, or he has Terriers outside that already. North Pack with them god wings. Making a double overtake on the back straight, and he's still going. Will he be able to stop?
Just about. I'm surprised I've not seen his brake pedal come through front at Carver. Teabag just dropping down the order there. Teabag into the pits. So has he got wing damage?
I would think he has. Wouldn't see any other reason for him.
Yeah, starting on the hards as well, so not ideal for Teabag though. Let's see, have they got a wing ready for him? Yeah, they do. He's missing his end plates. Front left side, popping a set of mediums on. Terriers is gaining back on Scotty now. He is within that DRS. Have a quick look at the position change there. So we've got Carl Mechanical both up 2 positions. Kane Lowry down 2. Gameful up 2. Matey up 2. Osso up 2. Chris up 4. He does have a 5-second penalty for ignoring yellow flags. Now, that's probably one of those illegal overtake ones. Maybe a car's spun.
Yeah, I would think so, because we didn't have any yellow flags, so I believe that would be most likely coming off, I'd say.
Oh, who's just spun? Scotty spun!
Wow.
The same place he did in qualifying. So Terry is now inheriting the lead, and this is just giving more points to Carl and Colin here. Jampot and Kane Lowry fighting into the end of the DRS straight there.
Yeah,
turn 14. Terrier's setting the fastest lap.
Oh yeah, a lot of movement there on that first lap.
And now we have DRS enabled, so now I'd expect to see Nerfpack overtake 10 cars on that straight.
Some say they've been the highway for the back straight at turn 1. Yeah, Terrier's breaking that DRS as well, and that's not going to be great for Carl, who has Colin all over the back of him. Terrier's just, where has he found his pace from?
Not just pace, consistency as well.
Consistency, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you know, 2 people in front of him there, and he didn't panic. He just kept his head, stayed where he needed to, built a gap to Carl behind him, and then the 2 guys in front have both spun. It's on board with Jampot, who's close to Kane Lowry as well. But bar teabag with the early pit stop, it is still very tight, this grid.
Yeah, it is still just DRS everywhere, isn't it?
As Jampot opens his now on Kane Lowry. Will he get a move done? Yeah, he pulls up to the inside, into turn 14. They both side by side going through there. He leaves him space on the exit.
Back at him.
Yeah. And Kane Lowry keeps the position.
You know what, that's very respectful from Jampot. A lot of guys there would have swiped across them on the exit, and he does get the RS then again onto the pit straight, so that suits.
Yeah, he has got the move done there. But he has lost half a second to mechanical there from that. Dylan has made it past Chris on the run into turn 1. So yeah, your P1 and P2 halfway around the first lap, and now P10 and P11.
North and Luckman are having a really good ball each other here, trading positions constantly over the last lap and a half. North should just get the exit here on Luckman, and he does.
Yeah. Yeah, Luckman unfortunate there, that tighter line in's cost him a lot on the exit. Oh, Luckman spun. I'm not sure if there were contact there, but he has just had a half spin. Corrected it, managed to stay on track.
Terrier is just extending that gap lap after lap as well.
Yeah, Gameful's caught up to Kane Lowry by about 8/10 this lap.
Yeah, mechanical has the wings on Carl as well, so you can imagine it's only a matter of time before he makes that overtake.
I've just realised that there were no comments coming in, and that's because I was still half scrolling up. So I've missed a lot of comments.
Geez, the first 5 laps have absolutely flown by. It's just the field is so tight, you're flicking around trying to see what's going on.
That's exactly it. That's how I missed the actual incident with Luckman, because I was looking at the timing sheets to see which battles are close. Scotty on the back of Barks, very close. Dylan has dropped off the back of Scotty here as well. And as I said that, he's just pulled 4/10 into that corner, so...
Yeah, I think Scotty will be held up through sector 2 here. He does seem to have the pace on the cars ahead, which will suit Dylan big time. Yeah, you can almost say it's a recovery drive from Dylan at this stage, but long ways to go yet.
That's exactly it. Anything could happen here, and as we said, the field's so tight.
Yeah, just looking P2. Oh, wow, Scotty with an ambitious move there in turn 12. Yeah, gets it done anyway. But
Jampot's got a good run on mechanical here now as well. DRS open. Mechanical does have DRS as well though, so that might hamper him.
Yeah,
he has a look.
Mechanical seems to have the wings as well.
Jampot does seem to be using more ERS. Oh, was that a spinner in the background there? I think Kane Lowry had a moment coming out of that corner there. He has just lost some time to Jampot ahead. He has got Gameful all over the back of him, and Matey Boy as well.
Oh, Wab's got a great run on North Pack. He's looking to make a move on home. He's turn one home going defensive. As Wab is looking to follow him through, he hangs around the outside. Steve's giving it to him on the inside. No contact at all. And Steve holds on. Great defending as Wab is sneaking up on the inside as well. Let's see what can happen on the exit, and Wab gets it done. Does he get it done? He does. Yeah, so North Park looking to make the move into P13, finds himself in P15.
Brilliant move there, brilliant driving from the three of them. A lot of space and respect left between them, like, brilliant to see.
That was cracking. I must say, Clay, it's been a pretty clean race so far in general.
Yeah, as I said, the only incidents is obviously the teabag one. We're not too sure what happened, how we picked up wing damage, and then there was a Wab and Saki on the first lap. Other than that, we've had a couple of guys lose it on their own.
Yeah, there's a lovely little three-way going on here between Carl, Mechanical and Jampa. As Colin looks to fake a move up the inside, or is he defending from the jam pod? I'm not sure, but it cost him a bit of time there, but he still holds onto the position anyway.
Yeah, I think it looked like almost a fake attack that sort of backfired and then put him under pressure, as Wabs made it past Hound as well.
Oh, now Cole gets a switch back, and Wab was he going to lose up to North back as well? No, wowza! I have absolutely no idea what happened there. There was a bit of contact. It looked like there was lag involved as well.
Yeah, I think there was, because when I flicked on board, there was a ghosted car there for a second. It looks like Saki's got past Wab. Oh, I can't really tell what's going on here.
There's a lot of lag going on. Wab and Saki seem to be having a lot of lag issues. Not sure exactly what's happening there. Hopefully that starts to cell phone anyway, nonetheless. Wab going up the inside. Yeah, they should have enough. Oh, Saki not giving them up there.
So, just looking at the battle at the front, that freeway he was on about for P2, the battle in between them three has dragged Kane Lowry back into this as well now. Kane Lowry back into DRS of the guys in front.
Yeah, and Gameful and Matey Boy are hanging on there as well. There's DRS now from P3 all the way down to P7. And I think Mechanical will have a run on Carl here, yeah, and get that done handy. How close is the jam pot? No, he's not close enough.
Dylan and Scotty side by side down this back straight. They've got Bark as well. Scotty taking the defensive line. Dylan almost trying to go around the outside of him there, and he has. He's gone around the outside.
Oh, this is a recipe for disaster. This is.
You don't want to be going too wide through here. Oh, no. But they made it through.
Dylan. Yeah, Dylan would have got a track limit warning for that, and he's going to lose out to Bark here now as well. Not a place you can go too wide really unless one back. So, oh, as he tags the back of Bark.
Yeah, very close though. Oh, Dylan trying to go around the outside of turn 2 again. It worked for him earlier on lap 1, but not quite this time.
Yeah, I think this is a battle as well as Silver Terriers into the ground. 3-second lead now out in front after 8 laps here. So he's going to be quite happy.
Yeah, also in a bit of no man's land. 2 seconds behind and almost 2 seconds behind him as well to Scotty. Matey's doing well, just holding on to the back of Gameful as well, hoping that, you know, he'll bring him back into this fight. Matey's another one we've seen some pace this season from.
Yeah, and last season as well, to be fair, second half, once he got the Dan talk.
Yeah, he's definitely had some good results.
Okay, but just about sneaking the DRS there as well, which will certainly help fending off Matey, who has got a much better run.
Oh, Mechanical's made it past Colin. Mechanical's made it past Carl, sorry. Carl must have had a moment there because he's a second behind.
That was the last lap.
Was it?
Yeah. Into the braking zone there in the last lap.
I was on board with that and I didn't see it.
Clay had a Dan moment.
Is this a hot lap or is this not the formation lap?
No, you got it done the previous lap. Just pull back in for the braking zone as well.
Right, my apologies. I missed that.
Yeah, that's alright. You're allowed one, I've had 10.
You make the rules, that's the difference. As Nerf Pack's made it past Hound. Oh, it looks like Wab's got the inside of him as well. And Hound wide though, Luckman's made it through. Yeah, maybe them hard tyres just not giving Hound the grip he needs through that section. He has tried fighting back, he has fought back. They're now side by side, Hound and Luckman. Into turn 4, 5. Oh, is the contact? No. Luckman did took to the inside curb there and picked up a track limits.
This is such a difficult part of the track to go too wide. Like all they're doing is costing themselves time.
Oh, Luckman spun.
Yeah.
He's lost his wing as well though.
Yeah,
that is where I was spun on Friday night myself, to be honest. I didn't quite see properly, but someone turned in on me and I did the same thing, spun, hit the wall and lost my wing. I'm not quite sure how this one looked, but it's not an easy part of the track to go too wide through at all. Scotty's made it past Bark. I'm not sure if Bark was making a move though.
Carl is in a world of trouble here though. Outside of the RS, well, he's just kind of got back in there again. Ooh, as the jam pot takes into turn 1, will he fight back? He does.
Up the inside into 2. Oh, bit of contact.
Yeah, I'm not sure jam pot left the most amount of space in the world.
It's a difficult corner because the line's through there. Like my line, my personal line, I go wide out of 1 and cut back into 2, which it looks like Jampot tried doing there with a car on the inside. I think turn 1, 2 and 3 are where there's a lot of different lines and just 2 crossing paths there. As Bark spun and Dylan
had contact, yeah.
Was the contact.
Couldn't see it properly, but I think there was contact there, yeah.
Does Bark have any damage? He doesn't appear to from first look. He's got both his end plates in place. Luckman's into the pits, he's getting a new wing and he has popped on a set of hard tyres. But Terry is now over a 4-second lead.
Yeah, I think all the backing behind the suit tyres have like grown.
Yeah, apologies hindsight, mate. There you go, there's your tyres. Currently your top 7 still running the mediums from the start. We've got Osso on the hards, Scotty Dillon on the mediums from the start. Only 2 to pit are Teabag and Luckman.
Dillon's into the pits.
It's gameful. Is he going for an undercut or has he got wing damage?
I'd say that's an undercut. I didn't see it involved in anything. That looks to be the undercut attempt. Not sure how it works around here, if I'm honest. Didn't do any testing, but we'll soon find out. Yeah. We've got more than 10 left on the mediums, if I'm honest.
Yeah, yeah, I'd have thought so myself. But actually, no, sorry, I did notice on Friday tyre wear was extremely high. I know after, I think I did 6 laps on a set of mediums and they were at 40%. 30-40%, so it could just be high tyre wear, maybe the setup.
Yeah, quite possibly. Okay, Lowry is still hanging in there behind this battle and Carl is losing his DRS now as well to Jampot, so he might be susceptible to an overtake here from Ken Lowry depending on the exit of turn 13. Oh, Ken Lowry getting a bit of twitch, but he's gaining already.
I'm just looking, I don't think Osso's in a bad position here. He's the first of the hard runners, and he's, what, 4 seconds off third, second, so he's not a million miles away. 4 seconds off third, about 5.5 off second. Jampot's dropping down the order, he's in the pits, Jampot's in.
Yeah, King Luckman, Chris, Kane Lowry, Osso, all have the red fuel light on as well. So yeah, I definitely think this is an attempt again for the undercut.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. I'm just looking, Carl's pit window's open, Kane Lowry's pit window's open, Osso's pit window can't be open, he started on the hards. Right, so let's see, where's Gameful come out to Jampot? 3 seconds behind Jampot. That time is dropping 2.5.
I'm not sure, he should catch up now small, but I'm just not sure if that undercut has worked. We really won't see it until the front 3 or 4 or 5 come in to see it truly, because I suspect if Jampot came in when he was supposed to, obviously the top 4 or 5 are going an extra lap. So if the mediums are worn, that could work into the benefit of the Jampot and Gameful, but we'll have to see how that plays out. Kind of tough as well, because Terriers is 4 seconds out. He's just kind of thinking, you know, if I can keep the gap the way it is and do fine, the guys behind might want to pull the trigger. All of a sudden, Gameful and Jampot could be reeling that gap in. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see will Terriers come in here.
I'd say Terriers with that 4-second gap, all he needs to do is focus on his original strategy.
Yeah, and he is.
Barring any mistakes, you know, he's on for a race win. We've got Mechanical coming in, Carl coming in, Kane Lowry coming in, matey. This is something we've not said for a long time. Osso currently leads the race.
Be interested to see where the Jampot and Gameful end up now. I think they'll get the jump on them too. I'm not sure, it's going to be tight, it's going to be very, very tight.
Nerf Pack coming into the pits as well. Hopefully his teammates out of the way.
Colin is on the way out again. Oh, this is going to be mega tight. Oh, he's got it. Did he get the undercut? No, he didn't. Oh, he didn't. Colin getting back out, but Carol has lost out big time in that. Carol has been stuck behind the Jampot, which he was anyway, so yeah. Oh, go to sleep. I haven't done comms in a while.
As Jam's made it past Saki there as well. Gameful all over the back of Kane Lowry.
Oh, Jampot and Mechanical going at it.
Yeah, Jampot's tyres obviously warmed up. He has used a lot of ERS. Probably pushing for that undercut. But he's a lot closer to Colin than he was before the pit stops.
Yeah, and he will have DRS as well. Colin's struggling, he will have DRS, and he does have lower wings. Not sure if there's enough in it for the Jampot, to be honest with you. It depends on the exit of turn 13.
This is it though. On colder tyres, this turn 13, you've got to be careful.
Jampot's taking it to him, and he has got a better run, but Colin has the wings, and I just don't think there's enough in it. We'll see. It's going to be tight.
He's going very defensive.
Oh, it's going to be very tight. It's now or never for the Jampot, and he is alongside. Oh, he overbrakes himself. Colin goes to the switchback. Bit of contact on the exit. Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that, if I'm honest. Oh, Jam getting a good run under the last corner. Will he go at him again in turn 1?
Carl's losing time to his teammate here. Saki, it looks like he has just pulled over to let him pass. Very close here between these. What's the gap Terriers has to these now? It's over 5 seconds now.
Jampot needs to just hold on to his ERS a bit, because he nearly had Colin there only for a break himself. So if he could just hang around and hang around where he is and recharge, and have a go at him, then I think probably a better idea.
Yeah, Kane Lowry very close to the back of Saki now as well. He's got Gameful right behind him. Practically pushing each other around, these two. Kane Lowry in a brilliant place though with ERS, still over 60%.
I think if Jam gets a good exit here, he's definitely going to have a run at it again. And he doesn't this time, unfortunately. He is... Oh, it'll be tight again. It'll be very tight again as Terriers takes Chris now to take P2. Jam Pod, is he close enough this time? Oh, it's going to be tight. Colin not picking the inside or the outside. And Jam does go up the inside and he's covered off the exit this time. Slightly. Colin goes back at him to the last corner.
This is not where you want to be going side by side, is it?
No, the car doesn't have a look at mechanical now as well. Yeah, Jam back on a bad exit. Oh. It's clean racing, but it's close to the line for me.
Yeah, that move there from Jam it's like the sort of move I'd see in MotoGP, you know, that block the line sort of thing. Nothing wrong in what he did. He was side by side going into that corner. They got through it with no contact as well. But Mechanical sticking with him, going for that final corner has just cost Jam on the exit, and he was able to easily take that position back.
Yeah, and I think Holden's going to have something to say about this as well, because they're coming on the back of him now quite shortly, and this will suit into the Terriers if the guys behind can be held up by Hound for a lap or two.
Well, that's it. You know, Hound, Osso, Chris, Saki, they'll be open for a safety car now. More so the front three who started on the hards. They'll be open for a safety car, close this gap up, get a free pit stop. As the field has started spreading a bit, Osso's into the pits. Oh, I think that's a bit of a risky move. He's expecting 12 laps, and we saw how much these were struggling after 10.
Yeah, I suppose you do have
less fuel.
With the fuel, yeah. Yeah, they'll probably be dead by the end, but a safety car now would be quite nice for Osso.
Yeah, definitely. I'd be interested to see the pace difference there for Osso on these medium tyres. As I think Osso's actually managed to stay ahead of Gameful. Gameful's up the inside at turn 2. Yeah, Gameful managed to get him there. Osso P10, come out ahead of Saki.
Yeah, I don't think that undercut worked for Gameful. He's currently net P7, he was P6. Risking a walk and everything, maybe. Gameful nearly slid in there. Scotty gets the move done on Saki as well. You know what? Penalties could come into play as well. We don't have any track limit penalties yet, so I'd imagine there is a couple of guys on warnings. Sector 2 as well is a bit that double left-hander trying to keep it in on the exit. I'd imagine there is a couple of warnings around, so that could play a part as well.
Yeah, definitely. As you say, it's such a close field. We're not used to seeing a race this close. Just on board with Jampot on this run down the straight now as Mechanical's got DRS on Hound. Hound's sitting in the middle of the track. Mechanical's too far back to get a move done. Jam thought about it and then pulled back in. Yeah, but Jam now is saving ERS.
Oh, Carl getting a move on Kane Lowe as well. As I said, this is suiting. Like,
Hound's into the pits. Chris is into the pits.
Has a great benefit over that. He was 3.8 seconds ahead going into the pits. He's now 6.1. So having them two cars has definitely helped.
Yeah, I'm just looking. Osso's managed to get back past Gameful there, but Jampot is in a better position now ERS-wise than Colin.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think Colin used a bit of his ERS there to try and get past home, but didn't really work out.
I was just about to say how's Hound jumped Chris in the pit stop, but I think Chris has just had to serve that 5-second penalty, hasn't he?
You see, that's a killer. Even though it gets taken off at the end, it's far more penalising when it happens during the race.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
But yeah, maybe, but you're just hanging around there to see what happens in front.
And that's it. I think Colin and Jam, if I'm not wrong, I think they've got history, a couple of incidents.
Oh,
so
who doesn't have history with Colin? Like Jampot has made a run on him twice now already, and for me, judging from the last 2 times, he's close enough here to make another one. Would he go for? No, he's not. He's not deploying either. Either is Jampot. I think he's just charging up a bit.
Yeah, Kane Lowry and Carl are battling though.
Yeah, they're battling hard, which is going to suit Matey Boy as well, leaving where their players away. That's a yellow flag in sector 3, that's a Red Bull. That Barkman do around, unfortunately for him, not sure what happened.
Oh, Jam's having a move into turn 1.
And he got it done. Whoa.
I think that was very, very clever by Jam, just sort of teasing a move maybe down the back straight, not committing to it, focusing on his exit onto the back straight.
Yeah, I think he needs to gap him. He's definitely running higher wings than Colin, so he needs to gap him here in sector 2. Obviously, he's not going to put away from DRS, but he needs to get some sort of a gap to protect himself from the back straight, which he kind of is doing at the moment. Up to 6 tenths, 5 tenths there now in the difference. As again, no, I'm only surmising, but from what I can see, Colin is running lower wings. So this part of the track, this right-hander and this 2 left-handers is where them lower wings will come into their own. It's just a case of Jampot is close enough. Oh, Colin having to correct there the small bit as well. He could be out of the DRS here. He is. Will he have a crossing the line? He won't. So Carl could have a run at him here as well. And Carl isn't in a bad place. Yeah, they're similar for ERS. Carl is definitely running higher wings though. Pooh. It'll be close. Carl getting a great exit as well.
And that's it. You can see the difference there in time. Colin gaining on Jampot down the straight without DRS.
Yeah. If I'm honest, I don't think an overtake is possible for Carl.
Matey Boy's made it past Kane. Matey Boy's gone up the inside of turn 14 though. Oh, that's Bark spun again. Turn 13, is it?
His tyres on fire. That could be a question.
Osso's made it past Kane.
Jesus Christ, where
and Matey Boy. He's made it past the 2 of them on that straight, on the run into turn 1. He's also fighting for a podium here.
Yeah. I'd like to see the onboards. He looked to come in like a bat out of hell there out of nowhere.
Yeah, on the fresher medium tyres, you know, the alternate strategy. He's got more ERS than the guys in front of him, but he does have that fuel light on.
Yeah, that's an issue. You know, that does indicate he's going to have to fuel save at some point.
And this is also who we've seen, you know, lose a good position because of fuel saving before.
Yeah, the thing is, I think Jampot now running them lower wings, we are seeing that advantage through sector 2. The thing is, I really don't feel that Carl has enough to get past mechanical. So the next couple of laps also could jump Carl being on them fresh mediums. The gap is coming down quite substantially.
Yeah, he could have a run at him here. He's not deploying, he's just using the DRS.
See, this is what I was saying in quality, the trade-off between straight line speed and downforce. Like, Mechanical finds himself in a place now where it's going to be difficult to get past Jampot because Jampot is making so much time in sector 1 and sector 2 in particular. Carl is behind him, he's making time, he's getting close, but he's not going to get close enough. It's tough.
Yeah, if I'm honest, I'm a bit gutted I missed Jampot's move into turn 1. He got him on the straight. I don't know whether Colin got a bad exit out of the final corner or what, but Jampot just pounced on it.
I'm half wondering, does Mechanical have in-plate damage there? He's losing a lot of time, and Carol is squeezing up in the back of the low as well. He's losing a lot of time to the Jampot. That could be the battle with Carol, but no, he has his in-plates.
Yeah, I don't think he has any damage, if I'm honest. I think this is just sector 1 and 2 is where maybe his setup's costing him a bit. We've noticed how quick he is on the straights, but he is, as you say, losing time to him through sector 1 and 2. Colin's a lot closer. Also, sorry, is a lot closer to Carl this time round as well. So we'll also be looking to have a move.
Oh no, Scotty's after spinning, and I'm pretty sure he's got rear wing damage after that. Got on the power too much through that double left-hander, through sector through, trying to get on the back again for the last rear, and cannon into the wall on his rear. His tyres are lit as well now. I'd be very, very surprised if he doesn't have rear wing damage. So after such a promising...
Is he going for it? He's going for it. Carl took a defensive line. Osso's trying to go around the outside. And he's got it done. He's got it done. Carl defending and still taking the inside line, but Osso just sticking to the outside. Fresher medium tyres, just picking up the grip better.
His ERS is alright as well. He's going to have a run of mechanical pretty soon as well. And he needs to get these moves done fast. If he's going to have to fuel save...
We've had nerf pack spin at turn 13 as well. Osso will be crying for a safety car here just to save fuel. Oh, we've had an Alfa Romeo. That's Scotty again. Out of the last corner.
Yeah, he's struggling a lot. I reckon he definitely has rear wing damage after that impact with the barrier. I was just saying there too, I think Osso needs to get this move done on Colin fairly, like now, if he, you know, within the next lap or so. I think that's Scotty again, is it? Oh, Scotty having an absolute torrid time here.
Yeah, his return started well, but it's not quite worked out. I think, if I'm honest, I think Osso could potentially be thinking of just sitting behind Mechanical, using the DRS and just saving fuel. We know he's got the fuel light flashing, we know he's underfueled. Could he use Colin just to save fuel and then attack him later on? Maybe save his tyres a bit as well behind him?
Yeah, I mean, he can definitely lift and coast.
Scotty's gone again.
Yeah, very unfortunate. I wouldn't be surprised to see Scotty coming in, if I'm honest. He definitely has rear wing damage. He's stayed out. Fair play to him.
Well, Scotty's currently in sector 2, so I'd probably expect to see him in this time.
Oh, Carlin Dano, this is what, yeah, I did. Yeah, I was.
Oh, okay, Larry's spun, yeah.
Yeah, Carlin came out and side by side into the last turn and had to come together, and I did say that wasn't going to end up well, and it didn't. It's I don't know, it's just such a hard one. Like, significantly alongside means nothing in the last turn because you can't get two cars wide through it. I mean, you can, but it's extremely difficult.
Yeah.
You know, it's such a hard car to take when there's nobody next to you.
Anyway, Mechanical's gaining on Jampot here. He's within 8 tenths now.
Yeah, one of the Jampot fry his tyres trying to get past Mechanical in the first place.
It looks like Mechanical has been using a lot of ERS as well. And there we go, Scotty's pulled into the pits and retired from the session.
And his car came back out, which is not ideal, but no fault of his own really. As I said, I was on board with that impact. There's no way he didn't have wing damage there. Also a lot closer with Mechanical this time, and he's a lot better placed with the RS as well. And he's definitely going to deploy, and he got a better run, and he's here for the taking. Mechanical or Austin get this done quite easily, I think. Not quite easily, as Colin moves to the right and hits him for some reason, but anyway. Nicely done from Vaso there. Up into the podium position now for Osso.
And he'll have DRS on Jam.
Yeah, he's going to hunt down Jam. But he's going to run out of fuel.
Reminder of Spain, we're at season 3.
Oh, stop.
Osso was running in second and then ran out of fuel with 2 laps to go.
The Jam pod is definitely struggling on them tyres though. He's definitely struggling.
Well, that's the thing. I feel Osso will start to be struggling soon as well, next few laps. As we saw the guys who started on the mediums only got them 10 laps in themselves. 10, 11 laps. Dylan and Gameful fairly close together on track as well.
Multi-21.
But this oh, Dylan's still got 90% ERS as well.
Yeah, he'd want to be using it though, wouldn't he?
As Osso's very close to Jampot now. we're coming into turn 13. Can he keep it clean through here, get a good run?
He is getting a better run, but Jam has saved his ERS, and Jam has got a better exit. He's not. Osso's got a better exit, and Osso seems to have the wings. This looks to be quite simple again from Osso. Up into P2, and he should be able to tuck in again before the braking zone. What a drive from Osso. If he runs out of fuel, honestly, I think he's going to have to kick him out.
Oh, bit of contact with Jam there, it looked like.
Yeah.
Scotty has confirmed in the comments he had rear wing damage. He couldn't turn without spinning.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's a difficult track. It's a very difficult track if you're struggling with rear wing damage. But a great drive from Osso so far. The question is, can he do another 4 laps, 5 laps?
I don't think he can. I really don't.
I don't think he can either. What you said was fair. He should have maybe used the DRS to lift and coast into a couple of the corners while remaining in it. Is he going for it? I don't know. We'll have to see how it plays out.
Thinking, you know, the DRS gives you that run into turn 1 and 2, which are quite long corners. You could have rolled through them corners, maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's me trying to think too much ahead, but...
Oh my God, Dylan and Gainful nearly had a big smash there. Gainful getting out of place. Through turns, or a bit of rear wheel spin out of turn 6. Dylan taking a avoiding action to avoid the collision, and that worked out quite well. Could have been a catastrophe.
Let's see if he actually starts using his ERS now. But not a bad recovery drive there from Dylan after spinning out a P2 in turn 1 when the field was so close together. Oh, we've got a Ferrari off. Is that Saki?
That's Saki, is it?
Yeah, he's off. Doesn't look like there'll be a safety car. He's still got his wing. I think he just had a spin. Honestly, I've got my fingers crossed for Osso here.
Yeah.
It's going to be horrible. And if I'm honest, if it happens in the wrong place, it could cause chaos behind him. As soon as his car slows.
He's going to have to start fuel saving, but he needs to try and do it through sector 2. Oh, I don't know. You see, he has the wings, so he needs to try and fuel save through sector 2. That's my only... The only thing, you can't really fuel save on the back straight where he is at the moment, depending on what kind of wings he has. Again, we don't know. He could be fecking minus 2 laps under, depending how much he under fuel by, so he might just think it's pointless altogether. I don't know. Yeah. He's nearly out of DRS as well. He seems so fast on the straights, but seems to have a lot of grip through sector 2 as well at the same time. That's the ass flow.
Them steroids kicking in. No, he's had a brilliant drive, and as we've mentioned a number of times, strategy tends to be a medium hard because the safety car will always screw you if you start on the hards. Whereas Osso started on the hards, and we've had a clean race, if I'm honest. No safety cars, no VSCs, which is probably not what Osso wanted, to be honest.
Yeah, he could do with a VSC. Maybe not a full safety car, but he could definitely do with a VSC. He's losing a bit of time now on the mediums as well, so they're starting to go off. Be an interesting finish to this race. Jampot is gapping Mechanical's DRS at the moment. Didn't see if Mechanical got it down the back straight, but yeah, I think there's not really a whole pile going on in this race at the moment, only whether Osso can make it to the line or not. The mediums are definitely going off, so he's
started
struggling
to spread out a bit. Yeah, as I said, the guys who started on the mediums only managed 10-11 laps themselves. I know obviously higher tyre wear, higher weight and everything, but Osso's not been driving slow on these mediums. He has been pushing. I'll just have a quick look who holds the fastest lap. It is Osso, 36.4.
I see. I was on board with North packing up in that time through the last corner. They both went side by side, and there was no contact, but both of them backed out of it, if that makes any sense. I think that's the only way you can get through there. Both drivers need to back out. And, well, not back out, but
Yeah.
back out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Need to
so,
not commit 100%.
yeah,
right?
yeah, exactly. I think that's the only way you can get there, and I think Kane Lowry and Carroll were just committed to that. So far from Kane Lowry, but yeah.
Well, we saw it earlier on with Jam and Mechanical as well, both going side by side for it. I think Jam backed out, which cost him on the exit.
Yeah, Jam is recharging now as well, big time, and he has a lot better ERS. I think Jam probably should take his position. I just don't know when. 2 laps to go.
Probably when Osso runs out of fuel.
Yeah, he's squeezing up as well a bit. I think Osso's tyres are definitely dead. The fuel light isn't flashing. It is red. He goes very wide. Jam bot sticks it up the inside, and he'll get that move. Not done, but nearly done.
Osso's got the inside line, turn 3. Good recovery there from Osso, but Jam's got a better run out of that.
Osso absolutely fighting for his life here. And he seems to be breaking himself into every corner now as well, which more or less confirms them tyres are gone. The fuel light isn't flashing yet, it's just red.
Oh, will he make it? Will he make it? Hearts in mouths, all the viewers, all the ozone.
I hope he can get there purely for the fact that he'll keep calling off the podium.
Tell us how you really feel, Dan. No, stop. It was a joke.
So he's going to get taken here. His cars all over the place. Jump up with a better run and more ERS. I don't know. Osso's running. I don't know, how is he doing this? He's running such low wings that he can't be caught in the straight, but he's not being caught in sector 2. It doesn't make any sense at all, and this is the last lap. Can he get there?
Oh, the fuel light's flashing. The fuel light's flashing.
Oh, he's in trouble. Oh, Jesus Christ almighty.
Scotty's just said he's on minus 0.2. It's very close.
Oh, that is. If he needs to fuel save through sector 2, if it's only 0.2.
I think that's what he's doing. I think that's why he's wide through sector 1. And as you said, he's a bit slow and outbraking himself. I think he's rolling through the corners.
Yeah. Oh man, will he get caught in the back straight though? That's the question.
He needs to fuel save before the back straight so he can just hammer it down there.
Ooh,
Jam's gone wide.
Nearly taking him into 6. I think he just had to avoid hitting the back of Osso. Oh man, this is going to be some run to the end. Colin is hanging in there as well. He's sat behind this, just recharging away. Obviously, they'll all empty their tanks or their ERS. I don't think Osso will be caught down the back straight. The question is, can he get to the line? That's
I've got flashing fuel lights on all of them 3 now.
Maybe they all run out.
And Carl takes P2. But here we go, Osso now deploying, doing everything he can to keep that position. Jam DRS and deploying, Mechanical DRS and deploying. But it looks like they're staying as they were.
Osso getting a bit squirrely on the exit. Oh, Osso's gone!
He's out of fuel.
Oh, Jesus Christ! What a place to lose it. He'd hold on to P4, but oh man. Oh, that's so. That's heartbreak. Where he lost it.
Osso, why have you not learnt your lesson?
What a goal.
Gameful spun. Gameful spun out of the final corner. Wab and Hound have got past him. Oh, wow. Teabag set the fastest lap of the race on the last lap as well. On the hard tyres that he originally started the race on. And Nerf and Luckman still battling. Oh, it looks like Luckman's hit low fuel as well. Is that, has he? He looks ghosted on my screen.
Yeah, he is. Oh, lad. Jesus, what a race. What a race. Honestly, that was really enjoyable. That race just absolutely went like a flash. Got close to the bone at times, but I think by and large there's a lot of respect there. Obviously, 17,000 reports will indicate differently, but
No,
yeah,
I've got to say,
yeah, I
from
don't
what
think so,
what
yeah.
we saw before the Christmas break in Mexico, like obviously there was no late safety car here, so no one turned the brains off. But we seem to have a lot more respectful racing here between everyone, and it was an enjoyable race to commentate on, an enjoyable race to watch. Just looking at the comments, also just put a laughing face. You know, if you don't laugh, you'll cry. And
I hope I never get him as a teammate, because I'll end up in the first plane to freaking Amsterdam or wherever he's living.
I do just want to say apologies to Terry, as we didn't see much of you, but you just sort of ran away with that and dominated from the front, mate. Brilliant drive, well done.
Yeah, yeah. It was a great race, do you know what? It was, to be fair. Close, hard racing, and that's all you want. Respectful, no safety cars. Don't think we had any track limit penalties.
Yeah,
I
think there was a couple. I think there was a corner cut in there, and I think one person picked up a track limit while defending. But there definitely not many penalties. I know Chris had 5 seconds that maybe will come off. Didn't see what happened, but probably definitely worth a report. Looks like Nerfpack and Lutman, sorry, had track limit penalties. Yeah, wow, what a race. So, thanks everyone for tuning in. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hope we put on a good show. Hope you're glad we're back after Christmas now. And make sure you tune in next week, where we're going to be hitting Brazil. Looking forward to that one. Should be a good race, always is.
Bye.